Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Casey, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about communication as far as what it can do for you in a business world. And also, communication is really good for relationships and friendships and stuff like that because, for one, in the business world, if you can't communicate your ideas across properly, then most of the time it'll be rejected, for sure. And in a relationship, you can say something, but it, completely means something else. And just not having the right communication, especially, even if you're communicating and someone else isn't, you might have a lot of problems with that. But I guess to start off, communication for me has always been something that uh, I've I've always wanted to be clear about. I want to explain myself, and sometimes it's I've always found like I was easier for me to say something than like type it out, because if I type something, maybe someone can't really hear how I say it, and it's kind of bad. Like, I have to imagine for people who use it, like for businesses and stuff who only use text and junk, that it's kind of hard to show emotion. And when it comes to relationships and not being able to call on the phone and stuff, like I've had that problem myself a lot. It's frustrating sometimes because you don't really know what someone is really truly like saying or feeling, and you get on the phone with them or whatever, and it's like, wow, what's going on? I thought you said you were happy, and then or something was bad, but you sound different. Something's not going in like how you said or how it was put out to be, and yeah, that kind of bugs me. I don't really like that. If I can't communicate properly with someone, it's like, well, what do I do now? It makes things really, really awkward. And I think it's a little bit different when I do these videos because here I am myself. If I mess up, I mess up. And I normally go through these videos and I do it in one shot. I don't edit them around. I don't like, if I mess up, I don't cut that part out. I just go with it. And of course, if I don't like the beginning of like how I start out, I will start over because there's a lot of times I'm like, I try to put like a cover on something, but it just really isn't me. I feel like if I am just truly honest about things and truly express how I feel fully, that's the best. I communicate what I am feeling and what I want to say better that way than if I try and like, I guess, appeal to others. I don't want to appeal to others. Um, I want to just be who I am. And I think sometimes people forget that even when you're trying to communicate with people, yeah, you've got to consider what they might like think and feel. But you got to be honest sometimes. You gotta have that honesty. There's a lot of different things that go behind communication, and I'm kind of leaving out some things, but you know, um, it's just good to make sure that you think about some of that stuff. And just to give you some ideas and concepts, like I've said before, in a business, if you can't get your idea across, say if you're doing a project and you can't get your idea across for a new design or idea, that's not going to happen. It's not going to work and things aren't going to be done. As far as a relationship, I have had so much trouble with this personally, excuse me. I've had so much trouble with this personally because, something simple and something small was going on, and just because we couldn't get it out of the way and talk about it, or maybe we thought, it's nothing, but really it was something. It really, just because I thought it might have been something and someone else didn't, or vice versa, we didn't really discuss it and we didn't communicate on the same level. And yeah, that's a key too. If you're trying to talk with someone or discuss something with someone who might be on like a different level of communication with you, might not they might not understand what exactly you're trying to get your point. They might not understand that. And some of that has to do with maturity, especially when it comes to like teenagers and stuff, because I've personally noticed that ever since I was younger, I've always been able to, that this stuff hasn't really bothered me. I've always been able to get out what I really wanted to say. But I've also noticed that once I start talking, I really can't shut up. I don't know. That's like a problem of mine. But I guess that's part of like, because I don't have too many people to talk to, so it's like, oh, But like I was saying, if you don't have someone that you can actually sit there and talk to sometimes that's on the same level, you can still have communication problems. And yeah, you got to look at that stuff. So when you're in a relationship, please consider this. You know, if you can't communicate, I mean, that's pretty much just like you're walking around just staring at a person, not really knowing what's going on with them, and you can't get things out of the way. A really awesome dude, friend of mine, said that, you know, if you can't get all the small problems worked out, it's going to collide and become a big problem, and that's when you're going to have trouble. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Uh, it's pretty good advice, I had to say. So make sure you get all this small stuff taken care of, because in relationships and business fields and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about some of that stuff sometimes. Yeah, it's small and yeah, it's issues, but it's not a big deal if you just openly be honest about things and get it taken care of. But yeah, guys, I apologize. I'm kind of not feeling good, kind of sick. So if this video is like, but I do appreciate you guys for watching and stuff. If you want to follow me on Twitter for information on when I'll be like playing games or doing stuff or anything like that, activities, like if I give away like XP codes of sorts, anything like that. Or if you have any questions, yeah, just follow me on Twitter. That's pretty much the good place to be. It should be on the screen or a link in the description. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome night, day, weekend, and yeah, see ya.